Hi everyone, I'm Christy McCammon and I share tips, tricks, and recipes to help you on your journey towards food freedom. Today I'm going to show you what I keep in my car. This is my emergency food kit. So if you are a bright line eater or a person that measures your food or knows you want to have certain things planned out, no sugar, no flour, 3 meals a day measured, it's a good idea to have a food kit in your car, just like you might have Band-Aids for your kids or an extra diaper if you have a baby. This is a way to have a nice sharp tool if you find yourself in a situation where you're at a hospital and you missed your meal time and there's only the cafeteria open that doesn't have any food that has no sugar, no flour, or you're at a party and there's nothing, or you've got a flat tire and you're on the side of the road and your lunch is sitting in your fridge at home. So this is just a cool thing to have, good idea to keep in your car. So I'll show you what I put. So I put mine in a little bag in the back. Okay, I'll start off with my fruit. I always keep a fruit in there. I have some pineapple tidbits in juice, mandarin oranges in a light juice. So you can drain these and eat these. I don't eat these a lot at home. I like a fresh fruit, but they're a perfect thing to keep in the car if I need it. So for breakfast or lunch, I also keep 1 ounce of oats, 2 ounces of walnuts. So if I find myself where I'm needing my breakfast grain and my breakfast protein, I can easily mix these with fruit if I had to, and I have a complete breakfast. Most places you can find oatmeal. I usually don't get stuck at breakfast time, but I want to make sure I have everything. So I have fruit, walnuts for protein, grain, little forks and napkins. Those are just helpful. And I have a tuna pouch. Not always my favorite thing to eat, but it's a great go-to if I need to have my protein. Right here, open it up, use my fork, and I get my meal and I get the fuel that I need. And then for vegetables, I have a can of corn. You can easily just, and I have the pop tops. They're all the pop tops. You don't want to have to carry a can opener. Pop it a little bit, drain it, and it's ready to go. If you have to eat it out of the can, you can. And I have a lentil vegetable soup, which is perfect. This is protein and vegetables. Maybe your count might be a little bit off, but if you're in an emergency, you do what you have to do. So I have that. You could eat it out of the can if you had to. Better warmed up in a bowl, but this is all about an emergency plan. Green beans. And protein also, I have 2 ounces of almonds, and that was 2 ounces of walnuts. I hope I said that. 2 ounces of almonds, that's a full protein for a lunch or a dinner. I don't normally have just nuts, but in an emergency you do it. And then a 1/2 ounce of nuts, which counts as a fat. Obviously, I like cheese or dressings or things like that, but you can't keep that in an emergency kit. So remember, I also have one of my favorite hot teas. And this is just a tea bag. You can pretty much always find hot water or cold water, and this can satisfy your thirst, give you a little burst of energy just by knowing you're having something other than water. If you show up somewhere and there's lots of drinks and you're like, I just don't want water, get a tea bag and make yourself a tea. So this is my emergency food kit. It has come in handy many times. So if you're on a fierce commitment to keep your lines bright, this is one of the tools that you need to have. You need to have an emergency food kit. No, it's not necessarily going to be your favorite meal, eating out of a can, but you know what tastes better than eating out of a can? Staying bright, staying within your lines, staying out of sugar and flour. That's what tastes good and feels good and keeps the freedom. So get yourself an emergency kit. Show me, leave a comment, tell me what you've put in, because maybe I'm missing something and there's some other great ideas I'd love to hear.